decrease in vaccination rate. Recent memory. 148 people are dead so far from the virus, and doctors say it could have a lot to do with the decrease in vaccination rates. Mark Villani has more on the latest numbers.
Letizia Cinco loved to sing. The 3-year-old was also a talented dancer and always blowing kisses to make those around her smile. Sadly, she passed away last November after a short battle with influenza.
She's very sweet. She keeps telling me, I love you, Mama. She always hugs me. Yeah, she's very sweet, and she's my only daughter.
But those sweet moments didn't last long. The virus affected Letizia's brain, and after 6 days in the ICU, she succumbed to her illness.
That's the time. It's the time. He didn't wake up anymore.
148 Albertans have died from the flu this season, a slight uptick from last year and even higher than the 114 deaths recorded nearly a decade ago. Alberta's population has grown, but infectious disease experts say lower vaccine rates could be linked to an increase in more severe outcomes.
That may be contributing to people not having immunity and therefore being more susceptible.
We've also seen with other viruses that this impact of infection in people that have previously had COVID. So there is some impact of previously having COVID on your immune system responding to later challenges.
Alberta's vaccine rate this flu season sits at just over 24%, the lowest since 2012, and a large drop from the 37% seen in 2020. The province ranks amongst the lowest in the country compared to the 43% national average.
People probably were fatigued of both getting shots and of taking measures, and that also might be something that we're seeing in these numbers. But, influenza reliably causes a surge of potentially severe infection.
But that surge in infections is sadly leading to death, breaking hearts in an instant.
I just missed her presence.
Oh, very sad indeed. Mark is live outside the Foothills Hospital. So, Mark, how is the province reacting to this increase in influenza deaths?
Well, Ian, the office of Health Minister Adriana LaGrange says that the province is continuing with its immunization campaign for influenza. That will run until the end of the month, and anybody with concerns obviously can consult with their family physician. Now, Alberta Health says that it's continuing to monitor the more than 12,000 influenza cases that have occurred this season, and while that is an increase from last year, the actual proportion of case numbers to deaths still remains the same year over year at about 1.2%.